Are we live? Let's see if we are. Oh. Yes, we are live. Hello, everyone. Yes, we are live. Hope you're well. So, last time we started on a game of Lil Guardsman. And we are going to play that again. So, continue game. Oh, let's see if we have two new followers. Arcade Outbreak Gal has followed and Squid Squirrel has followed. Thank you so much. So let's start. Level 3.
It's news in the morning with me, your news anchor, Manuel Mentiroso. Breaking news. The chosen suitors for our beloved and newly available Princess Desdemona will be arriving today in the Sprawl. Be on the lookout for royal carriages, entourages, and attitudes. Breaking news. The Duchess of Scarborough's prized pet cat, Sprankles, has passed away at the age of 43. A representative from the Small Rodent and Budgie Coalition shared their condolences, then immediately scampered around without reserve. Breaking news. The Sprawl will be host to a Goblin Ball match today between our Sprawl Brawlers and the opposing Caladar Lightning at the Goblin Ball Arena. Breaking news. That was my last piece of breaking news. Keep tuning in for all your Sprawl news updates. We now return to our regularly scheduled radio silence.
And we don't want to hear that silence. We want sounds. Is there any news up here? Is the band? Nope. It's still the same. Oh, a note?
Oh look, another note.
Lil, I'm off running on errand for Lieutenant Striker today. Apparently she needs me to time how long it takes to run around the entire circumference of the Sprawl. Really shouldn't have competed in the hot dog eating contest last night. Do me a favor and go to the Goblin Ball Arena and place a bet for 30 gold for me after work. There's an extra $5 for you.
You didn't tell me which team to bet on, but my chances can't be any worse than his usually are.
The Royal Writ. Expect the arrival of Crown Prince Phineas of Petrod and Praetor Kargan of the Morvog Empire. Don't let your guard down, but do not delay them unnecessarily, Ash. Today is the Goblin Ball Tri-Goblin Cup semi-final between our beloved Sprawl Brawler and the Caladar Lightning. The bastards. There have been a BS report, Bank of the Sprawl, regarding number of unusual transactions involving sports betting. A reminder of the Guard Force. City officials are forbidden to participate in grey market sports betting. Striker. The guards are hearing talk of increasing smuggling. Be vigilant. Watch out for anything that could have a secret compartment. Trust no one. Deploy the truth spray. Deploy the truth spray if necessary, Striker. By royal decree. Continue. So we need to use the truth serum. I want this one. And this one needs a gem. Should we use the metal detector today? The code, I don't think we are going to... Oh, we can try with this one. Oh. And the whip... Why not? Let the day begin. Ooh.
Yes, it is I, little one, heir to the throne of Petrard, here before you in the flesh.
Kidding me.
Please, no need to bow or genuflect. No need to avert your eyes, no.
Genuflect, I've never heard that word before. Genuflect, let's see, what does that mean? Genuflect. Lower one body briefly by bending one knee to the ground. Oh, I see.
For though I am a crowned prince of the realm, I am a humble man, one of the people, no better even than you, tiny gatekeeper.
Well, if he's one of the people, he doesn't sound like it. I'm sorry, sir, but you don't.
You'll be glad to know that the opening ceremonies of our newest royal sulphur mine were a complete success. Only 4 deaths, which is far fewer than the last. No matter, we look forward in Petrard. No sense crying over spilt... well, there it is.
Jeez, 4 dead? At an opening ceremony?
Yes, tragic. Avoidable, but still tragic.
Tragic indeed.
Luckily, it wasn't anyone important. A few unskilled laborers and 1 server. Could have been much, much worse.
Let me see, is he? Yeah, he is the prince from the last mention of the last time. Let's see. Should we use the truth spray or should we use the X-ray? I want to hear more what he has to say.
I've heard tell that the barbaric warmonger Praetor Kargan is my chief rival for the hand of your fair princess. Can't even find decent competition these days. The Marvarg are a loathsome bunch of butchers, killing each other over the tiniest infractions. Bump into someone in the checkout line, trial by combat. Accidentally sneeze on a sacred heirloom, trial by combat. Worst vacation of my life.
I've never been anywhere in the Marvarg Empire, but it does sound pretty brutal from what I've heard.
Oh, never go, my dear. Nothing in Marvarg you can't find bigger, better, and shinier in Petrard.
Let's see, what did the board say about... yeah... The guards are hearing talk of increased smuggling. Be vigilant. Watch out for anything that could have secret compartments. Trust no one to play. Let's just test the metal detector on him. Nothing.
It didn't detect anything. Huh.
Well, you are free to go, sir.
And with that, it is off to face the princess and destiny. Before I go, can you spot me a $5? I'm afraid I left my wallet in my other pants.
Shouldn't the staff help you with that? Should we give him? We do have a lot. He's probably gonna go gambling, isn't he? Why not?
Much appreciated, little one. I'll be sure to send a case of quality Petrardian fizzy to your local establishment.
Ooh, soda.
Nice to keep some of my favorites on hand anyway.
Should the crown prince really be bumming cash off the peasantry? Probably not. Also, you've never seen the $5 again. I think I'll have a look at him later. Try to see what more I can do with him.
Good day. I traveled up here with the convoy what was bringing Prince Phineas to the sprawl. I'm not staying long. Just need a place for tonight before I head back to Petrard.
What do you have there, mister? In your bag?
That toolkit was handed down to me by my great-aunt Gildy, one of the finest restorers of beauty this world has ever known. A kit like this in the right hands, and there's nothing you can't do.
You can have it.
I think you'd know what to do with these better than I would.
I appreciate it, especially coming from a fellow tool enthusiast.
Tool enthusiast?
You got your own awesome toolkit there, and I bet you love using it as much as I do mine. Tell you what, if there's anything you need fixing, I'd be happy to take a look for you.
That would come in handy.
As a matter of fact, the jukebox at the Twisted Sisters Tavern has been on the fritz for ages now.
Oddly enough, fixing fritzy jukeboxes is my specialty. I'll go there straight away and you'll be boogieing before you can sing a chorus of Hey Nani Nani.
Hey, no. I wonder which song reference that is from.
I don't understand what any of that meant, but great.
I was hired to come along with the convoy in case anything broke down on the way, in case repairs were needed on any of the equipment or transport. The prince doesn't exactly travel light. 3 carriages of wardrobe changes alone. To be honest, I don't get to the sprawl often. Too many mages around these parts for my liking.
I'm sure they were glad to have you as a personal insurance policy.
I don't know if I'd go that far. If they didn't absolutely need to hire someone to make sure the prince was here bright and early, they surely would not have. Wouldn't spend a penny on their dying aunt, the Pomp family. If I could have afforded to stay home, I would have. But they made me an offer I couldn't refuse, so to speak.
Was it a threat? A horse's head in your bed?
Nope, just a big heaping pile of money. The king and queen are desperate for the prince to secure the hand of Princess Desdemona.
Oh, securing the hand, but also securing money. Probably for the sulfur mines.
The future prosperity of Petrard depends on it. To be frank, the whole kingdom is flat broke. This is their only chance to marry rich.
I see. Kind of reminds me of the Bridesmaid, the Corpse Bride movie.
I guess that explains the big deal everyone's making out of this whole let's marry the princess off thing. Shouldn't she have some kind of say in the matter?
Yeah, shouldn't she?
Now that is something seriously worth considering.
Well, sir, you gave me a lot of information and I'm thankful for it.
I thank you for this respite for the evening. I'm certainly glad I don't have to head all the way back to Petrard tonight. By the way, do you know of a good inn nearby?
No better place than the Twisted Sisters Tavern. Not a classic beauty, but she'll get you where you need to go.
My kind of establishment. I'll see you there.
Welcome in. You tool enthusiasts need to stick together. Yeah.
Sprankles!
A small group of black-clad folk approach the shed, weeping and moaning. Okay.
Oh, boo-hoo-hoo.
Oh, who died? Oh yeah, it was this cat.
Weep, weep, weep.
Yeah.
We are returning from the funeral services for Sprankles.
Oh no!
The service was held in the Duchy of Scarborough, but the, remains are being interred at St. Euphigenia's Pet Cemetery here in the Sprawl.
Sprankles loved visiting her friends at St. Euphigenia's.
Why is Sprankles?
Oh no!
It sounds so fake.
Why is you know who being laid to rest here?
We do not have a pet cemetery suitable for such an entry in the Duchy of Scarborough.
What exactly is a duchy?
It is a parcel of land under the purview of a duke or duchess. Scarborough is the duchy controlled by Her Grace, the Duchess of Scarborough.
Scarborough. Yeah, it is a place. Is it a place right now, is it? Or is it an old place? And was there a duchy over there?
Present?
And it is a far nicer duchy than some, for instance, the Duchy of Caladar.
Oh, Caladar! What a dump!
Let's see. It goes. Let's see if these.
I only went to the funeral because Monty's was catering. I always hated that damn cat.
Sprankles!
I've just got to keep quiet, get the cat past customs, and then drop the illegal contraband off at the dungeon. Then I'll get my money and be set.
Oh, you smuggler.
My eulogy was very rambly and very poorly received.
Hang on. What did you just say?
I'll admit it.
No, not you. You, mourner guy.
I confess, I've been holding this inside for too long. I was approached by a weird guy who tricked me into smuggling illegal pixie dust into the sprawl for him. He was holding the ball in his foot. Who does that?
Tricked me smuggling illegal pixie dust into sprawl. Holding the ball in his foot. Is that the clown guy?
I plead guilty, Your Honor, on the grounds of I did it.
I'm not a judge, you know.
Oh.
But I'll leave it to the courts to deal with this. The rest of you, pack up your dead cat and be on your way.
Yeah, we don't do
Alright,
drugs in the
have fun
Olympics.
burying your
Or
cat.
any sports for that matter. Or any time. Except when you really need it. For medical purposes only.
We shall.
Sprankles will be so
That
happy
didn't
and
sound-
said you Virginias. I just know it. Thank you, my dear. Sprankles thanks you.
Oh, good. And that's how you truth spray your way to success.
Yeah. You did a sting. You fooled the drug smuggler bringing narcotics grade pixie dust into a sprawl inside a casket of a dead cat. What a weird day. Good job. Yay.
Phew, I made it. Listen, I gotta get in there. The whole team came through a while ago and the game is about to start. We all good?
I didn't see your team.
And you are...
You're kidding, right? Come on, I'm Saruna Goodfoot, the star troll goblin ball player for the Kalidar Lightning. I don't have time for games right now. I gotta get to the stadium and win us a game. Come on, the big goblin ball game starts in 30 minutes. My stupid personal driver had to take a detour to get here. What more do you want me to say?
If I were you, I'd fire my personal driver and hire a plucky, red-headed gate guard to drive you around.
You know how to drive a carriage?
No, but I'm a fast learner. This is only my 3rd day on the job.
Yeah, that's only the third day of the job.
Can we move this along? I'm the starting thrower and the team needs me to wipe the floor with those pathetics. They're such a horrible team. I bet we could win even without my lucky second sweatband.
What lucky second sweatband?
This lucky second sweatband.
Since you already have a lucky one, I can perhaps take this.
Hey, you can't take that. I needed to win the big game today.
I have to take it. It's evidence.
Evidence? What are you talking about?
Evidence that you don't need some lousy sweatband to win a game. You just need to believe in yourself.
Yeah!
Huh. I never thought about it like that before.
Ooh. Yeah, you can go. Since we got the money.
Thanks. Now to wipe the floor with those lousy sprawl brawlers. When you hear the crowd cheering my name, you'll know it's for me.
Yeah.
Well, duh.
You admitted the star player of the Kalidor Lightning, but without a lucky second sweatband hits anyone's game. I hope she wins. Oh.
Greetings! I am Praetor Kargan of the Marvog Empire. I believe you met my envoy, the angry warrior with the head in the bag.
Why do you have a dust feather on your head?
She would have come by this gate to announce my arrival. I demand you let me pass immediately. Quapla.
Let's see. You don't look like her.
Why do you pester me with questions? I am a very important royal figure, and I must enter your city to meet your princess and marry her. Now let me be gone, child. Quack black.
Just a few more routine procedures. You understand.
Please hurry. I do not like to be kept waiting.
I only have the whip and the detector and the gold ring.
Your envoy said you had a message for the princess? What was that message again?
My message? Oh, it's Iki Bok Choi Flanagan Mok Tok. It means together we shall be married.
That's beautiful.
Thank you. Quaplorm.
How long did it take you to learn a second language?
Not that long. It wasn't hard to learn Marvalgian. I mean, this language we're currently speaking.
She is lying. She is lying. You gonna
But
be the
I am the prattler.
Oh,
What on earth are you doing? Since when are you exercising independent thought? I don't care what your opinion of them is. If they're the real Praetor Kargan, then let them through at once. Is that clear?
they aren't the true queen. So no.
You've made a powerful enemy today, little girl. You'll soon feel the wrath of an entire empire. Quaplort and goodbye.
You saw through the old fake praetor routine from a mile away. Who does she think you are? Someone who can't see through the old fake praetor routine? Psst, amateur. There she is.
Little warrior, I am weary after a long journey, and I am not used to being made to wait in a lineup. Let me pass on my way. I must rest before I meet your princess in order to win her hand and bring honor to my people.
This seems more legit. This may seem like a strange request, but would you mind saying your famous battle cry for me?
You mean Kapla?
That's the one.
I would hope that my stunning war cry is sufficient to being granted entry immediately. I have just arrived from the ballet, and it was a long and brutal affair. Indeed, the smell of the ballet is still fresh in my nostrils. A fine successor has been chosen in that glorious trial by combat. Mayala will make a fine praetor when I finally fall in battle.
I'm sure that Mayala will do your people proud as future praetor. Kapla?
Well said, little warrior.
Hey,
Perhaps
Kapla.
one day I will see you at the ballet.
To be honest, that makes me want to throw up.
You would not be the first nor last to spill your guts at the ballet.
I hopefully not being the first one, but I admit you.
And thus I truly begin my quest to marry Princess Desdemona and bring a generation of prosperity to the Marvalg Empire. You, little warrior, will have a footnote in history for this encounter. For victory, for Marvalg, Kapla!
Haha. You admitted Praetor Kargan of the Marvog Empire, and thus she truly begins a quest to marry Princess. You get the idea. Time's up! Level 3, what is score? Yay! Due to your good job performance 3.33, you were paid 20 gold for this shift. I want to refind him. This one. Yes. Do I rewind the whole sequence? Or level?
Yes, it is I, little one, heir to the throne of Petrarch, here before you in the flesh.
Okay.
Please, no need to bow or... For though I am a crowned prince of...
Yes,
You'll
you're
be
the
glad
crown
to know
prince.
that the opening ceremony is only 4 deaths, which is far. No matter, we look forward in Petrarch. No sense crying over spill.
Jeez, 4 dead? At an opening?
Yes, tragic. Avoidable, but still tragic. Luckily, it wasn't anyone important. A few unskilled laborers and 1 server. Could have been much, much worse.
People's lives are at stake here. You killed 4 people. No one important. Everyone's important. Oh.
I've heard tell that the barbaric warmonger Praetor Kargan is my chief rival for the hand of your fair princess. Can't even find decent competition these days. The Marvog are a loathsome bunch of butchers, killing each other over the... Bump into someone in the checkout line, trial by combat. Accidentally sneeze on a sacred air...
I wouldn't take the Marvog lightly if I were you.
Nope.
They
Yeah,
are a
ruthless.
proud warrior race who defend their honor with their lives. Some people might find that kind of sexy.
Yeah.
Ha!
Some
That
people
is
do.
nothing compared to a handsome carriage ride around the sulfur depots in the Petrarchian High Court.
That sounds pungent.
Indeed it is.
Well, should we admit him? Since we now know that he is only marrying for money. And the warrior princess does seem like a good lady. A loyal lady. That's just the first-hand knowledge base. Let chaos reign. See what's happening. I can play it in my spare time. See other routes.
And with that, it is off to...
Nope.
Is it that you don't have the money, or that you don't want to lend it to me?
I don't have it.
Not terribly surprising, lower class working type. Besides, look at this dump. I'm amazed you even have enough power to keep the lights on.
Okay, now he shows his true colors.
Never mind. I'll find someone a bit more well-heeled to help me.
Yep, that is my right.
Good day. I traveled up here with the convoy what was bringing Prince Phineas. I'm not staying long. Just need a place for tonight before I head back to patrol. That toolkit was handed down to me by my great aunt.
I think you'd know what to do with these better than
I appreciate it.
tool enthusiast.
You got your own awesome.
As a
We can skip them. And we can
I was
just
hired to-
talk.
I'm
I don't.
was
Nope.
I guess that shouldn't.
And then we admit him. He seems like a proper fella.
I thank you for this respite for the evening. I'm certainly glad I don't have to head all the way back to.
No better.
Yeah, and then on to the next. A sprinkle!
Oh, boo.
And then we do the down. Wait, what?
Hang on. All right, have fun.
We should.
Sprinkles!
Oh. And that's how you truth spray your way to success.
Yeah.
Phew!
And you
Come on.
I know what you mean.
Oh,
No, and that's
can we move this along? There's
what.
this. Hey,
I.
thanks. When you hear
Well,
Greeting! She would have.
We just playing along.
Why do you-
Okay,
Just-
fine.
your envoy. That's. How... Something about you isn't adding up here. I remember.
My pitch? If you don't let me in, I'll be forced to send my scary envoy with.
She and I got.
Oh! Okay then. If you don't let me.
What good is a praetor's promise to a little girl like me?
Fine. If you let me in, I'll give you candy.
And now you're trying to bribe me. Not really the dignified behavior you'd expect from a praetor.
But I am the.
What on...
You've made a powerful enemy today, little girl. You'll soon feel the wrath.
I might not see the wrath of the Kaplar, but I do see, have an enemy of the what's her name? The diplomat or whatever, the politician, noble politician.
Little warrior, let me.
This seems more.
You mean
That's the.
I would hope. and thus I truly begin my quest to you.
Ding! After the imposter, it was very clear that the visiting dignitary was on the level. Exemplary job, granting them immediate entry. No one could accuse you of unnecessarily delaying anyone. Okay, now we're ending the level. Ooh, better. Still 20 gold. And then we continue. Okay, Goblucion, the Goblin Ball Stadium. Let's go there. Our father really wanted to have us there, so we should. Oh, it's a Hattie Matar.
Hello! Thank you for coming to my booth today. I'm here taking a poll on what the new name for the stadium should be.
What's wrong with the Goblin Ball Stadium?
It's a little on the nose. The owners want a little more pizzazz in the title, and you don't get pizzazz without taking polls, or poll-zazz as I call it. Care to give your opinion?
Actually, I've really got to be...
Great. What one word would you use to describe Goblin Ball?
Goblin Ball. Exciting, boring, I don't know. Goblin Ball. Is that like a mix of baseball and football? I don't know actually.
Perfect. And the stadium, you would say it's
So it's Coliseum?
Excellent. And finally, you come to the stadium mostly for...
It has washrooms.
Okay, that is super. Your input will be tallied with the others. Thank you very much for your time today.
You're welcome.
Concessions, come and get them. We got it all. T-shirts, hats, food, drink, illegal gambling, commemorative foam fingers. You there. What can I get for you today?
Did you say illegal gambling?
I sure did. You interested?
I'm 12.
Hey, it's illegal anyways. What's the difference? You want to bet on who's going to win the big game?
I can't be any worse at this than my dad, so sure, why not?
Here are the teams at play, kiddo. Which one do you want to hear about?
The Sprawl Ballers.
The home team hasn't been doing too well at home lately. A lot of people are still angry at him after that game with the foul and the points got reinstated. They're more of an away team, but they're a shoo-in to win today. If the other team didn't have that ringer Saruna Goodfoot playing for them. You sure you want to bet on them?
We could bet on him, since we got the lucky headband, so why not?
How much you looking to gamble?
Let's gamble 20. For sure? Yeah.
All right, kid. Your bet is in. Good luck.
Hattie.
This hat, it is not as fantastic as my previous hat.
Aw.
My journey, it continues.
Poor Hattie.
Let's watch some Goblin Ball.
After one of the most chaotic third quarters I've ever seen, complete with the rare capture of the Golden Mongoose, this is still anybody's game. But look, Kaladar star player Saruna Goodfoot has taken possession of the wagon wheel. My producer is just telling me she isn't wearing her signature lucky second sweatband. Well, that's weird.
It is.
She's running, and she hurls the wagon wheel, and it misses the flaming gates by a long shot. What an upset. That's the game, folks. A stunning victory for the hometown heroes. What a great day of Goblin Ball.
Yay, we won!
Lucky guess, kid. Come back next time for all your illegal gambling needs. Just ask for Fredo.
Well, we're done gambling. The next is the garbage shoppy. Garbage shop. Oh yeah, it's behind the inn.
Well, if it isn't my favorite pint-sized Lil Guardsman Lil. You just missed the guards from down at the East Gate. They almost cleaned me out, but I promise I saved a few goodies just in case you happened by. They were here, I'm telling you. There were like a dozen guys.
Sure, Garby. A dozen guys.
Are you gonna buy something, or are you just here to bust my chops?
Now I have the money. I can upgrade the truth serum. Buy a few more crystals. I sell the trumpet. And I'll take the X-ray. Does it lead me into the inn? Yes, it does.
Poor thing. I bet you were the life of the party one.
If it isn't my little gate guard friend. Of all the taverns and all the towns and all the world.
Yeah. Hello again, Mr. Dwarf.
This jukebox doesn't work.
Yeah, it's been broken for ages.
Looks like the cables have been chewed right through.
Must have been the rats.
Yuck. Rats?
Ugh. Natural erosion. Not a classic beauty.
I mean, natural erosion.
Natural erosion, my left foot. Anyway, I can fix that for you.
That would be wonderful.
For a price.
Crap. Okay, how much are we talking about here?
15 gold should do it.
I don't have enough. Aww.
Oh well, no sweat. We've been just fine without any music or joy in our lives for years now. Just fine.
Suit yourself.
I'm gonna sell the gold. Or the pictures. Or perhaps I should keep the pictures. And sell the sweatband. I want music in my ears.
Did you forget something?
I'll sell it.
Anyway, I can
That would be wonderful.
for a price.
Crap.
Pay the dwarf.
Alright, it's a deal.
Beauty. See, that's the wonderful thing about knowing how to fix things. Never goes out of style. Not like those bloody mages.
How long is this gonna take?
Listen, lady. Patience is a virtue.
It is. Does he need that much?
There you go.
Much
That should give the old
instruments?
girl a few more years.
Thanks, Mr. Dwarf.
Don't mention it. Now, leave me to enjoy my ale.
Now that's better.
Let's see. Oh, it's a goblin guy.
I did it. I quit my job as lackey to that awful man. And when I mentioned it to someone at the bus stop, they gave me a sock. And I have no idea why. Just one sock, not even the pair. What am I supposed to do with one sock? Oh, I made a terrible mistake.
No, you haven't. You left, and that's good. You don't want to speak?
Thanks again for getting the jukebox working.
You're welcome. Is anyone else who wants...
I don't really have anywhere to be.
Okay.
I think I've done everything I need to do, but are you sure you're ready to...
Yeah, let's hit the hay. Upon entering the sprawl, Prince Phineas presented himself at court to the princess, but because you didn't lend him a fiver, he was not able to double it in a game of beer pong at the Basilisk Club, which he could have then tripled participating the leaky downspout's arm wrestling tournament. Maybe it's for the best. Let's see, but it was more than 5. I was not able to double in the game of beer pong. Yeah, it was for the best. The dwarf tinker left his interaction with Lil Guard, the Guardsman, with a spring in his step. The connection you made is in a time of increasing tolerance toward non-humans made him think that perhaps rumors of bigotry in the sprawl had been greatly exaggerated. Unfortunately, just before heading out to bed in his room at the inn, he took in the night air and chanced upon a group of young men leaving the social club for the Sons of Nobles clubhouse. They were able to overpower him and stuff him in a garbage can. He was found the next morning without his recently discovered faith in humanity. Oh, poor guy. The Duchess of Scarborough, her valet and their entourage made it to the Saint Euphigenia just in time for the solemn event of Sprankle's funeral. There was not a dry eye in the house, nor a dry crotch when it came to the cats in attendance, who commemorated the event by cleaning themselves through the Duchess' moving eulogy. Okay. The smuggler was apprehended and promptly sent to the dungeon. Unfortunately, he escaped sometime between midnight and 2 a.m. with the help of his mysterious contact on the inside, whose office happened to be just down the hall from... that man. After the Goblin Ball games, Haruna had to face the scorn of her disappointed coach and teammates, but only for about 30 seconds, as she was the only troll on the team and dwarfed the other players, who were all rightly terrified of her. She went to practice the next game, inspired to live up to her personal best, even without her lucky second sweatband. The fake praetor was that you very wisely turned away, took the shtick on the road, and was eventually picked up by the Morvog authorities for impersonating their beloved praetor. She was later sentenced to perform in the next ballet, lovely called the Nutcracker. The Nutcracker. Okay. Because she was admitted at the gate without any hindrance whatsoever, the praetor had a few extra minutes on her hands before she needed to present herself at the palace. She had just the best time. She met a good dog who she patted. She kicked a football around with a couple of only slightly flighty ragamuffins on the Westphalian green. She made an extremely clean cut as she dismembered the left arm of a mugger who attempted to take pointers. All in all, it was one of the most relaxing afternoons in recent memory for her, and she was refreshed and rejuvenated by the time she made it to court, where she dazzled those in attendance. That's good. She got to have a time of her own.
For all your hard-hitting, high-octane extreme sports highlights and recaps, you're listening to the #1 sports station in the sprawl. Now here's Gabbin' 'Bout Goblin Ball with your hosts Rhonda and Peg.
Oh, Rhonda, what about the outcome of last night's game? The Brawlers and the Lightning.
Oh, Peg, you don't want to get me started on...
But I do.
First, the big news. They finally decided on the new name for the Goblin Ball Stadium.
After months of in-person and in-creature polling, the most popular name as voted by the Sprawl appears to be...
Okay.
The I Don't Know Coliseum. It has washrooms. I like it. I hate it.
We're split down the middle. Let us know what you think by calling the station at 555-21...
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you an urgent announcement. It has just been reported that Princess Desdemona, the sole heir of late King Oswin and sovereign successor to the throne, has been reported missing early this morning. In the wake of her mysterious disappearance, the Guard Corps and City Council are scrambling to maintain order over the city. All other radio programs have been canceled until further notice. I'm Manuel Mentiroso, waiting quietly by the microphone for any new information.
Oh no, poor him. Well, he does get paid. I hope. So, new day, new hope.
Whoa, someone's in a rush. Where are you headed to, my little rocket?
Sorry, sir, can't talk. Gotta go down to the guard shed to work for my... Wait a minute. Dad?
Dad?
What are you doing here? I thought you'd be running errands for Stryker or Malcolm or whoever. Do you have the day off?
I wish. Since Princess Desdemona went missing, Councilwoman Ash is really cracking the whip. She's got me pulling double duty, doing her little odd jobs and tasks. She's acting like she runs the place.
Then what are you doing here?
I missed you. I guess I just wanted to come check in.
Aww. What's a good dad?
Don't worry, nobody knows that your daughter is covering for you at work.
It's not about that. I mean, that's great and all, but are you holding up okay?
It's been fun, but it could have been tough for her.
It's been tougher than I thought.
I know, and I'm sorry about all this. I love you, little one.
Ew, gross.
And I'm sorry times aren't what we want them to be. There's nothing I wouldn't give for our lives to be a little more relaxing and a little less separate. I promise one day I'll make it right.
I love you too, big guy.
Ew, gross.
You're just saying all this because the princess is missing and you're feeling all sentimental.
All right, I'll stop. I'm just happy to see you're here.
Not for long. I'm due down at the shed.
And I'm off to take down any goblin-friendly signage and pro-non-human literature across the sprawl. Not sure why, but then again, Mine is not to ask, just to do as I'm told.
So someone doesn't like the goblins.
We are so alike in so many ways.
So long. See you at the tavern if I get off in time.
See ya, Dad.
No. A hug solves a lot.
Attention!
Ooh.
Oh God, is this it? Did I pull a real Randy and mess up so badly you had to come down here yourself and fire me?
Soldier, it's nothing like that. You did not pull a Randy.
Thank God.
Thank God.
I'm here to personally approve the upgrade of the Wicked 3000.
Oh.
With the princess missing and between you and me, the council's increased paranoia, the jail lever has been reinstated.
Oh.
You can get back in your chair now.
Another lever means more work for me. Does that mean I get a pay raise?
That's hilarious. Seriously funny stuff. No, but now instead of determining who should enter or be denied from the sprawl, you also must correctly identify criminal threats and jail them. Any questions?
Yes, how?
How will I figure out who to deny and who to jail?
Let's use a real-life example. Someone you've seen already. This criminal is best known for burning down orphanages full of sleeping children. What do?
I put her to jail.
Good work, soldier. Just denying her would not protect the surrounding villages. And what's to stop her from going to the next gate and getting lucky with a guard like Randy? That's all I have to say about that. Any further questions?
Yes, personal question.
Well, I've got you. Tell me a bit more about yourself.
Well, I grew up a military brat. My father was a general for the princess's grandfather, King Artemis. Wait, why am I telling you this?
Because
you received your briefing, now do your duty.
I want to know you better.
And just when I thought we were bonding.
Okay. Due to the sudden and unexplained absence of the princess, visitors should be thoroughly vetted and harassed. Okay. I mean questioned. And don't be afraid to use that delicious new jail lever, Striker. The city morale has hit an all-time low today. Anyone from the entertainment sector should be bumped to the front of the line. We are instituting a severe cutback on non-human entrance to the sprawl. Second-hand intelligence suggests that a goblin was behind the princess' disappearance. Therefore, we are issuing a blanket "no goblin allowed" policy this week. In fact, I'll pay 12 gold for every goblin I see in the dungeon by the end of my shift. Why? Be on the lookout for would-be heroes and vigilantes wanted to offer up their assistance in search and rescue efforts for the princess. The High Council of Sprawl have their own plan for ensuring the princess' safe return. This princess thing, people are going nuts. Have you heard about the crazy no goblin allowed policy? Let's dial that back to a normal, comfortable one goblin allowed. At the very least, it'll bug Constable Ash Malcolm by royal decree. Okay. Yay, got 7. So that means 2 for you. And 2 for you. 1, 1, and 1. Let's begin the day. Nice.
Hello there, my name is Buttface. I am a farmer from Fire...
Okay.
Wall Canyon, a quaint little town just on the other side of the scroll.
Is that a goblin?
I am coming into town today to sell produce I have grown with my own 2 hands from land that was left to me by my great goblin uncle in his will.
He doesn't sound... It's very 2D. or pixelated, I guess should be saying.
His dying wish was that I restore the family farm to its former glory. At least, I think that is what it says. He did not have the best handwriting.
Sorry, did you say your name was Buttface?
Yes, I did. It is certainly not what I would have chosen to fill 8 characters.
Is it 8-bit?
I would have liked Spencer 1 or even Quincy Hart. But you cannot choose your own name, am I right? Gotta expand and sell my produce in new markets. The old farm has not been doing too well as of late. I am afraid I have put my priorities into other areas like foraging and fishing. I am quite horrible at growing vegetables, but I am your goblin if you need someone to gather pine cones.
Maybe you can honor your great goblin uncle by becoming a really good forager.
I hope so, because I am not sure I am cut out for the farming life. Just look at this rice I grew.
I'm gonna confiscate that.
Please take it. No one would buy it from me anyway.
Low quality. I'm just gonna spray you for a little bit.
I never wanted to be a farmer. I always wanted to be a chocolatier. I would source my own ingredients and make the best, most delicious chocolate anyone had ever tasted. I would not have to dig, or farm, or fight scary monsters. There would not be anything scary about being a chocolatier, right? Nothing would be terrifying about that.
Should I rip him, or should I metal detect him, or what? He's so... I don't know what I should do with him, because people don't want goblins in. And he's a 8-bit goblin. Let's just... Sword.
That is my rake, and watering can, and shovel handle, and sword, and my colander. The tools of the trade.
That's my rake and watering can and shovel handle. And my colander. What's it called?
I should probably upgrade them, but who has the money for that?
Tell me about it.
So he wanted to... okay. I'm just gonna admit him because
Listen, I'm under strict rules not to let any goblins in today, but I think you're harmless enough. You may pass.
Well, thank you kindly. I will be on my way now. If I happen to stop by this way again, I will be sure to bring you some more crops from my farm. Free of charge. Well, no charge of money anyway. It might cost you a day or two. Everyone who eats my produce gets violently ill.
Okay.
That sounds horrible.
It is. So long.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna rewind in. There was no clear goblin rule and you let this shit farm in, but maybe you were following your heart. I don't think I'm gonna rewind him. Resort level, yes. Yeah. Because I don't want him in if he's gonna make people sick.
Hello there. I am coming.
Sorry.
Yes. I would have liked Spencer one. Gotta fix.
Maybe you can honor your great goblin uncle by becoming a really good.
I hope. Please take. Aside from farming, I often fill my time talking and giving gifts to the townsfolk and other strangers I meet. Like I did with you on the bag of rice. This helps me gain favor and friendships, with the eventual goal of falling in love and getting married. I have not been successful at it yet. I do not think anyone likes the gifts I have given them.
I think rice normally comes after you found the bride. Also, I'm 12, you weirdo.
I did not expect you to be my bride, just my friend.
That's a no for that, too.
Yeah, I'm gonna deny him. He doesn't look like a normal goblin, unfortunately.
Sorry, I'm under strict rules not to let in goblins today. Access denied.
This is an outrage. Where will I sell my low-quality crops now? Everyone in Firewall Canyon is sick of them. I do not eat them myself, they do not look the best. And everyone at home literally gets sick from them. Any chance I could bribe you with some kale and celery?
I think I'm better off without it.
Sorry, Great Goblin Uncle Jerry. Looks like the family farm will have to make way for another condominium.
Condominium, what is that? Let's see. Condominium meaning a building or complex of building containing number of it. Okay. So that's it.
Magic lovers of the sprawl, please put your hands together for the one, the only, the Edward, the great magician! Alakazoo, Alakazee!
Alakazam?
And I appear! Thank you! Thank you!
Yay!
Wait a second, this doesn't look like a little kid's birthday party. Oh wait, there's one! Excuse me, are you Becky Schneiderman? Is this your birthday party?
No, but I wish I was.
I'm sitting in a hot shed all alone. Which, isn't actually as bad as some of the birthdays I've had.
Then I'm in the right spot. Can't believe I found my way here, especially without my glasses.
Yeah. Should have gone to Specsavers, my friend.
So, Becky the birthday girl, sit back, relax, and prepare to be amazed by me, the Edward the Great.
Wait, but I'm not... Actually, I want to see where this is going.
Now, for my first trick, please pick a number between 1 and 7.
1 and 7. And what do you have there? 1, 2... Absolutely. Take a 6.
Was the number that you're thinking of the number 6?
It was! That's incredible!
No, Becky, it's the Great!
gonna check if you have the...
Ah, so you're interested in the metal rings. They're a part of the great linking and unlinking rings illusion. I'd show you the trick, but I can't seem to get them off my belt.
This has been great, Eddie, but I gotta come clean. I'm not Becky Schnauzenhoder or whatever. My name is Lil, and this is a guard shed, and you haven't even made it into the city yet.
What? Oh, rats. Come on, the Edward, get it together. This is all because I couldn't see where I was trying to get to. Now I'm going to be super late for this kid's party.
You're not late. You're building suspense.
Well, if I build too much of it, I won't get my 40 gold and slice of birthday cake.
Well, he seems trustworthy enough.
Ever since I pulled a bouquet of flowers from my parents' garden shop out of my sleeve, I knew I wanted to be a magician, and you're making this dream come true for me. Now, I just need to figure out how to get there without being able to read the street signs. Alakazoo, Alakazee, I'm going to be very late.
This magician had booking to get to, and the sprawl need you right at a time like this. But since he didn't have his glasses, he didn't do a very good job providing the joy.
Hello!
This man seems very,
Hi.
Hello! We would like to enter. I would like to enter the sprawl, please.
We would like that.
And you are...
Magnus the Magnificent, renowned member of the Mages Guild. Surely you have heard of me.
What business do you have in town today, Magnus?
At the Great Library, there is an incantation in Sir...
Bartholomew Inglebrook.
Bartholomew Inglebrook's third treatise on the...
Lunar implications.
Lunar implications for plant magic that becomes legible but twice a year. I must see it with my own eyes.
Should we trust these guys? I know we shouldn't have goblins in the place, but we can tease him.
This thing you're trying to do, it's not working.
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about. Is there any way we could move this along? My legs are very sore from standing here.
I bet they are.
Your legs are sore?
Yes, my legs. My regular...
I gotta say, this is one of the worst trick-or-treat costumes I've ever seen.
I'm sure I don't know what you're referring to.
Oh, belt up. She knows.
You got us. We're goblins through and through. We're meeting up with a couple other gobbos to talk about what's going on in this city for folks like us.
What does that mean?
The princess goes missing, and all of a sudden there's a no-goblin order in the sprawl? What's that about?
Maybe a goblin kidnapped the princess?
I'd like to see the proof of that. Needless to say, goblins are getting some especially unfair treatment all of a sudden, and there's this group called the Goblin Liberation Army that's putting down roots in the city.
Don't tell her, we'll get in trouble.
It's okay, Gary. Look,
Gary.
kid, if you let us in, I'll give you the address and the password so you can come see for yourself tonight.
Ooh, that will be interesting.
I had no idea this was happening in the sprawl. I'm glad you told me.
It's a rough go for a goblin in these parts, up against some powerful people, but you know what they say. It's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog.
Mark Goblin Twain.
That's a good catchphrase or saying. Okay. You go, get in.
Alright, guys, I'll let you come in. Just don't go spreading it around. I could get in a lot of trouble for this.
Hey, that's really cool of you. You're a friend to us non-humans. If you want, come to the meeting at GLA headquarters. It'll really open your eyes to what's going on around here.
Maybe I will.
You ignore the writ by admitting 2 goblins in one turn, but one on the other hand, you unlocked a new location. Yay!
Salutations to you, little sister of this big, beautiful world. My journeys across this land have brought me here to your doors. What a sweet fortune have in store for me today? That I do not know, but it's a hell of a ride, let me tell you.
So he's a fish pipe and wavy cuffs. A palm tree sapling. He must be a beach wizard. He must be. Be cruising on the waves, a sea wizard, perhaps.
Where have you journeyed here from?
You really want to know?
Yeah.
Oh, I've been around for a spell, always on the move. From the mountains north of Petrad, the great desert in the south of Marvog, along the crystal shores of Lake Inez, past the dread Castle Caladar and the quaint farmlands of Fireball Canyon.
Ooh.
I've wandered through all of these many, many times, but for my money, there's no place like the Sprawl. People everywhere you look leading their busy lives. Every once in a while, stop to take in how beautiful it all is. You can't buy that, little sister.
You seem like a very easygoing dude.
Well, my little dudette, life's been pretty good to me. Not as if someone peed on my rug.
Is that a common expression?
It is where I come from.
He's very truthful, but I wanna see just little pouch there. What do you have there?
I call this particular blend Peace Blossom, bringing joy and mirth wherever she goes. Medicinal, of course.
Elderly people bringing drugs in. I have to confiscate it, unfortunately.
I understand completely. You have a job to do and you're doing it. I hope you let that peace blossom spread and blow its beautiful bounty across the sprawl.
I'm just gonna put it in this contraband box here.
Yeah, man, that's cool too.
I'm sorry.
Word on the street is Princess Desdemona has disappeared. Some say kidnapped, some say run away.
I think she ran away.
Whatever did happen, it has truly bummed me out. I've got more to say if you've got the ears to listen.
Let's hear it.
Princess Desdemona is the living legacy of the great peace brought by her late father, King Oswin. And already the fires of war are being fanned on all sides.
The great peace. The fires of war being fanned. Yeah.
Do you really think war is on the horizon?
Oh, yes. But then again, what do I know? Just an old wizard wandering from town to town looking for a little bit of joy to put in my pocket.
But everyone I've met seems so happy.
You remind me of a younger version of myself, little sister. Maybe cooler heads will prevail, but history doesn't have many examples of that. There's a lot of pressure to fill the void left by the death of King Oswin. Just keep your eyes open is all I'm saying.
I will. Thank you, dude. I'm taking the things, so that you can come in. He's just a chill guy. I'm just taking the drugs. He won't
I'm
do
a leaf in the
anything.
wind, little sister, and you are a gentle breeze guiding me along my way.
And there it is. I've reached my limit with you.
Right you are. Hasta la vista, baby.
Hasta la vista. You saw he was holding and purloined his stash. I'm sure it'll make its way to the authorities, right? Right? Oh, it's you.
Lil, you've got to close down the shed for the day and come with me immediately.
Oh? Why?
By now you've heard that Princess Desdemona has disappeared, right?
Yeah. Or should we say no?
Well, she's disappeared. Nobody saw anything or knows where she went. And any other week, the royal advisors might have given her a day or two before sounding the alarm. But with the mucky mucks from Petrard and Marvog in town, we have to get her back before things around here get any worse.
I hope nothing bad happened to her, but what does any of this have to do with me?
I asked my boss the same thing. In fact, I said, why the hell would they need that piece of... You know, that's not important. Do what you have to do to close up shop here, and then you're coming downtown to the city council chambers with me.
He doesn't like us. Oh. Do the job performance. Paid 20 gold. That's good. What's this?
Hello? Is anyone there? Can somebody tell me why I've been summoned?
Lilith, guardian of the Southern Gate, step forward into the light.
What is this? Who are you? Can somebody please tell me what exactly is going on here?
Lil, you have been chosen.
We've been chosen.
To play the hit game that's sweeping the sprawl. That's right, it's time for... So You Think You Can Save a Princess!
Okay. Oh, I see. There's the silhouette of these guys. And they want me to choose. Okay.
What the hell is going on?
That's right, Lil. Today you're getting the chance to send one of these lucky adventurers on the escapade of a lifetime to search for and rescue your beloved Princess Desdemona.
I didn't ask to do this.
Me neither.
And let's find out who those lucky adventurers are. Adventurer number 1 is a hard-headed, go-getting warrior from the desert plains of the alluring Marvog Empire. Please welcome Neil Warkiller!
Neil Warkiller, woohoo!
Adventurer number 2 is a nomad by nature, mage by profession, who likes the rain and getting caught in a pina colada. It's Articulous Flamehands!
Ooh.
And finally, adventurer number 3. You might recognize this thief from their wanted poster. Wanted dead or alive for looking so darn good, let's hear it for Perry Shoutson!
Woo.
I still don't fully understand what's happening.
And no heroic voyager would be complete without a shadowy figure pulling the strings from the darkness. So let's welcome our sponsors, Lieutenant Stryker, Councilwoman Ash, and Court Jester Malcolm.
I'm rooting for you. Might makes right.
Focus and the day will be ours. Information is power.
Aim for the knees and bite, bite, bite!
Now, Lil, you're going to get the chance to ask these adventurers a series of questions to determine their suitability for this quest.
Now, somehow, this reminds me of the princess choosing from Shrek, the movie. So, is there an option 4? Is there an option for Fiona?
At the end of the third round, you choose the winner of the grand prize, being sent on a perilous mission to save the princess, a few guaranteed brushes with death, and a coupon for an all-you-can-eat dining experience at Monty's, home of the soup.
Ooh.
Dad does love Monty's. Let's do this.
Round 1.
All right, Lil, what would you like to ask our trio of intrepid would-be heroes?
What's the perfect rescue?
What's your idea of a perfect rescue?
And who would you like to ask?
It begins with me vaporizing a few low-level lackeys on the type. Then we build to a dramatic face-off with a superior villain. Lightning flashes, mythical beasts are summoned and dispatched, all the fireworks come out. I cast a transfiguration spell, turning our would-be kidnapper into a small cricket, or a mouse, or anything really. It just has to be small, so I can keep it with me as a reminder of my awesome powers.
Good
You
answer.
can ask another adventurer if you like.
Let's not reinvent the wheel here. The easiest and fastest way to get the job done is simple. Smash and grab. What's simpler than that? I smack the baddies in their dumb faces, throw the princess over my shoulder, and hey, presto, rescued. Boom, done.
A typical Shrek. No, I wanted to... yeah.
And your second question is?
Perfect first date.
Let's say you save the princess and she falls in love with you. What's your ideal first date?
And who's that one for?
Here we go. We break into the Museum of Modern History here in the Sprawl. The security's a joke. We steal the crown and scepter of King Oswin that's housed there. We split the profits 50-50, shake hands, and go our separate ways. What a date!
That's an adventure.
You can ask another adventurer if
Mm.
you...
Easy. We engage in feats of strength. Combat without weaponry, using only our bodies, one against the other. And as we begin to sweat...
Oh, okay. I think we're done here.
Okay.
That answer unearthed the full extent of your incompetence. I was ready to vow the child with mine.
Let's stick to the format, folks. There's a rich tradition we're preserving here. Please, wait your turn.
A warrior does not wait his or her turn. He or she acts.
Or they. You forgot they.
All right, Neil, calm down now.
You are gaslighting me and the berserker spirits of my ancestors, Mike Melroy.
Uh-oh, looks like the warrior has entered the heightened state of berserker mode. Lil, which contestant do you think will be able to get us out of this dilly of a pickle?
The rogue.
Don't look at me. Or you can try, but I'll be out of here. Smoke bomb!
Blood.
Game over. You died. Retry.
Uh-oh. Lil, which can Neil, keep it together for just a few more seconds. Lil, what's your favorite animal?
Squirrel.
Neil, look at this little fella.
I feel the blood rage calming. I can't murder everyone present in front of something so small and perfect. I am calm.
I'm glad you didn't pick anything larger than a bread box. I'm not licensed for that.
Due to that unscheduled outburst, we are a little tight for time. Lil, do we squeeze in one more round, or are you feeling ready to choose?
One more round.
I think I got one more round in me.
Round 3.
Lil, what's your final question going to be?
What are your plans after you rescue the princess?
And you're asking?
This rescue will be incredibly high profile, and I hope to use it as a springboard to a placement on the High Council of the Mages Guild. From there, the sky's the limits. Well, 2 4-year terms followed by a lifetime pension is the limit, but still, not too shabby.
You can ask another adventurer.
Are you kidding me? I make this gig and I'm set for life. Rescuing the sole heir to the whole freaking sprawl? Insta-retired, baby. I'll be sipping pina coladas on the crystal shores of Lake Inez before you can say, "Would you like a curly straw for that pina colada, sir?"
Oh, I love pina coladas. They mentioned it in my introduction.
Then the first round's on me. I picked his pocket earlier.
Sure you did.
Uh-oh, you know what that means.
I have no idea what that means. This is so
You're stupid.
That sound means it's time for the lightning round.
The lightning round. Okay.
Lil, please choose the adventurer that you'd like to see play the lightning round.
The mage, is he...
All right, Articulus, are you ready for the lightning round?
I am. Most impressive. I felt that a little. Well deduced that I'm an elemental mage, Lil.
Yep, that wasn't a random lucky guess at all.
Oh, what's happening now?
Uh-oh, you know what that sound means.
Oh God, not again.
That sound means we are out of time. All right, Lil, now's your moment of truth. Who do you want to choose to rescue Princess Desdemona?
Striker.
Don't overthink this. My hero is by far the strongest and the most experienced in battle. A natural choice to save our dear princess.
The thieving arts might not be as sexy as a halberd or a fistful of magic missiles, but we have no idea what's befallen the princess. And my guy, he's your guy.
My adventurer stood up to lightning. Can the others do that? I'd like to see them try. Choose wisely. Choose my adventurer.
A warrior might do fast and steady, but not fast and steady. The mage does it for high profit, so does rogue. The rogue can go rogue and not do the quest at all. The mage can withstand magic. But the warrior You can go berserk and kill the princess. I think I'll go for the rogue. And hope for the best. Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, humans and otherwise, the winner of So You Think You Can Save a Princess and proud owner of an all-you-can-eat dining experience at Monty's Home of the Soup is... Perry Schoenson, the Thief.
Hey, everything's coming up Millhouse.
And that's all for us here today. Please help control the pet population. Have your gargoyle spayed or neutered. So long, everybody!
And we're back at the inn.
And then I had to choose who the heck was gonna rescue Princess Desdemona. It was the craziest thing. And don't even get me started on the lightning round.
You have the most vivid imagination, Lil.
Why doesn't anybody believe me about these things?
Yeah, why? Oh, who's this guy?
Is everything okay, Beverly?
No, Lil, no, everything is not okay, Beverly. My dear true love, Princess Desdemona...
Just to recap, this is the dear true love that you've never met, but one time you both happened to be at the Goblin Ball Stadium?
You phrased that so beautifully. Yes, that same she.
What about her, Bev?
When I'd heard she'd vanished, I tried to get on So You Think You Can Save a Princess, but none of the advisors wanted me as their champion.
Beverly, you're a janitor at the Goblin Ball Stadium.
Maybe you're right. Maybe a guy like me can't be the hero in my own life story. Mom always said I lacked that main character energy. Tell me what to do, Lil. Should I return to my job or go off to rescue my darling love?
Well, if he goes after the he did, I don't know what to say. He's lovesick, a bit too stalkerish in a way, but risk. And I don't want to pressure the princess. Biscuit for biscuit. Go back to work. What do you say, chat? If you're there. Of course you're there, sick, probably. And go eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Ketchup, take a bite toe. Biscuit for biscuit.
What the hell? I say, go for it, Beverly. Risk it for the biscuit.
What biscuit?
It's a metaphorical biscuit. In this case, the biscuit is the princess.
And you think I should risk what exactly?
Never mind. I regret this entire conversation.
If you must be regretful, regret what you didn't do, not what you did.
That's beautiful. Who wrote that?
The great Mark Goblin Twain.
Beverly, I don't think you should risk anything. I think you should keep on being your sweet, stupid self and go back to work.
Yeah, you might have a point there. I don't have that many more vacation days.
Listen, Bev, it's getting late. I'm gonna go.
I understand.
Farewell, Beverly.
Oh.
Pathetic, weak coward! You should do the honorable thing and let me kill you.
Oh, you would just love that, wouldn't you?
Yes, I would.
I would like to commend you on your choice of adventurer. The princess is as good as rescued.
On behalf of the Marvog Empire, I vehemently disagree. You had the chance to send a powerful warrior, but instead you chose a sneaky, deceitful thief.
She made the right choice. The Kingdom of Petrard supports her.
The Marvog Empire would grudgingly accept an apology for your actions.
Looking back, I agree with you, Praetor Kargan. If I could do it over again, I would choose the warrior. Please forgive my error, and do not take it as a slight against the Marvog Empire.
The Marvog Empire accepts your most gracious apology. You truly are a friend of our people, and this will not soon be forgotten.
This slight shall be remembered by the Kingdom of Petrard.
Petrard feels like petroleum for some weird reason. Petrard. I've been to school for a little too much lately. Hey, got a fancy hat.
This hat, it is not as fantastic as my previous hat. My
How are you doing?
Salutations to you, little sister of this big, beautiful world. My journeys across this land have brought me here.
I know. We met. At the gate?
Whoa, I completely forgot. Gotta go easy on the Peace Blossom. Anywho, what did you want to talk about?
What do you know about Councilwoman Ash?
Back when I knew Ash, she was already bitter, jaded, and afraid of anything she didn't understand. A true protectionist, looking to keep everyone in their own little box. If she had her way, nothing would ever change or grow, and eventually we would all look, dress, and think exactly the same way. Anything else you want to know about?
Striker.
What do you know about Lieutenant Stryker?
Stryker has always lived in a world of black and white. There's good and evil and nothing in between. If you're good in Stryker's eyes, you get nothing. Left to fend for yourself, but free. But if you're bad, the hammer of the law is swift and brutal. Small offenses come attached to massive mandatory minimum punishments. You've heard of 3 strikes and you're out? As far as Stryker's concerned, it's 2 strikes. The strike you make and the strike she makes. Anything else you want to know about?
What do you know about Malcolm?
I have no idea what Malcolm's end goal is, and honestly, I don't think he knows either. I think if he had his way, there'd be no rules, no laws, no Lil Guardsman at the gate. Just let the whole place run itself. This dog-eat-dog mentality would work for some, and for others, things could get a whole lot worse. He doesn't care about people, doesn't care if they're good or bad. Our greatest strength is how we work together. Under Malcolm, we would never reach anything near our collective potential. Anything else you want to know about?
What do you know about King Oswin?
After King Oswin died, it didn't take long for would-be successors to start lining up. 3 in particular, a young headstrong counselor, a battle-hardened lieutenant in the Guard Corps, and the court jester, although I don't know if anyone took him seriously or not. These 3 have been battling for control of the Sprawl for years now.
But what about the princess? She's next in line.
True, but at the time she was just a kid. Now she's grown, but I fear that these outside forces are using her as a pawn. Anything else you want to know about?
Do you really think war is on the horizon?
Mark my words, little sister. The sulfur mines in Petrard have not been this busy in a generation, filling the air with smoke as they produce gunpowder and explosives. And the Marvog are sharpening their knives. How many ballets can there be? With a praetor already established, this looks like training to me. Even here in the Sprawl, the power vacuum of King Oswin's death has everyone jockeying for position, threatening the internal balance of the entire kingdom. But then again, what do I know? Just an old wizard wandering from town to town looking for a little bit of joy to put in my pocket. Anything else you want to know about?
He had a lot of insight. Let's see. So they are power-hungry people on top who wants to have war. Wants to control and war. And they're using the princess as a waging chip, I guess.
Were you followed? What's the password?
I didn't read.
Get out of here, kid.
Wait a minute. I think I've got it. Viva la Goblucion.
Come on in.
Viva la Revolution.
Don't even get me started. Who do they think built this city up into the sprawling metropolis they get to enjoy today? Because it sure as hell wasn't humans. Did humans haul the stone that became our roads and buildings? No! Troll labor did that. Did humans dig the intricate system of subterranean tunnels that became the world's greatest sewer system, getting our piss and shit off the streets? No! Our mole brothers and sisters did that! The late King Oswin was a man full of empty promises. He vowed to end the persecution and oppression of all goblins, dwarves, kobolds, vampires, you name it. But last time I checked, I'm still treated like a second-class citizen. The day of the royal wedding approaches, and the powers that be are sitting fat, but they are blind. Hear my words, people. That day will be their undoing. That day will be their reckoning. A change is coming on that wedding day. Will you RSVP for the revolution? Go home, everybody, and keep your eyes and ears open for what happens next. I invite my inner circle to join me downstairs. Light refreshments will not be served as Carl forgot it was his week to bring orange slices.
How's it going, Gobos?
You came! You owe me $5, Gary.
It's worth it. Did you hear him? Isn't he amazing? What did you think?
I don't know. He was fine. But I am sorry. I really had no idea how bad it was for you guys.
You're lucky his slide projector broke down. The audio visuals make it even more horrifying.
So, is something really gonna happen on Princess Desdemona's wedding day? Like an attack?
Who knows? The leader and his inner circle keep their cards pretty close to their chest. But whatever it is, it's gonna be a real game changer.
Well, I'm just glad I'm not invited.
Just keep your ears peeled and your eyes to the ground. You'll get your chance to be on the right side of history. You'll see.
I hope so. See you around, fellas.
Viva la Goblucion!
Viva la Goblucion.
Viva la Goblucion!
You're getting it.
Is there any information? Yeah. Is there anything else? before I go now. Let's head home. Back to the town.
Can't talk, Lil. Pretending to wipe the counter while I eavesdrop on the prince and the praetor over there.
Oh, you can
Can't talk. Pretending to cook while I spy on that hunka fine piece of wizard over there.
Okay. Well.
I think I've done everything I need to do, but are you sure you're ready to hit the hay?
Yes, I knew. I do. Let's see. I do have Upon returning to his sad little farm, Buttface the Goblin checked his calendar for any upcoming social events. What luck! The annual luau was just 3 weeks away. Not only would this be an opportunity to enter his produce into the luau gumbo competition, but it would also be a chance for him to find a friend, and maybe even love. Buttface worked hard for those 3 weeks, tilting the soil, planting his seeds, using illegal growth-enhancing fertilizer, and delicately watering each sprout to ensure a hasty harvest. When the big day came, he was first in line to add his grotesquely large, mold-riddled radish to the gumbo pot. And who would be judging this year's competition but the Baron of Fire Canyon himself? What an honor! As the Baron laid on the ground, stomach being torn apart by the goblin's gumbo, Buttface was the only one to hear his last word. He whispered, "The gumbo is poisoned. It's the worst pain I've ever felt. I just want to die. Please tell my wife that I love her, and do not try the gumbo." What luck! The Baroness is newly single. Maybe there's love in the cards for the old Buttface after all. Oh. The Edward the Great eventually arrived at Becky Schneiderman's birthday celebration. He hit the ground running with his tried and tested routine. He opened with pick a card move into "Is that your handkerchief?" and ended strong with the classic "How many eggs do you have in your pocket?" trick. Unfortunately, none of these impressed any of the preteens partygoers. After his performance, the Edward enjoyed a piece of vanilla cake and awkwardly waited for Mr. Schneiderman to settle his payment. With a check in pocket, the Edward went straight to his parents' garden shop to boast of his success. Unfortunately, the Edward parent didn't consider a check for 37 gold, 40 because deduction the price of a piece of vanilla cake to be much of a success. They were very disappointed in their son's career choice. No. Gary and Julian were pumped to see you at the rally. They boasted to all their friends that they not only convinced a small human to let them in, but even got their attended to a Goblin Liberation Army rally. After you left, the GLA leader pulled Gary and Julian aside to personally thank them for helping to bridge the gap between groups. This meant a lot to Julian, whose belief in the cause burned bright and hot. Gary, however, couldn't quite let go of his daydream of a world where he actually was powerful mage, not just goblin pretending to be one. Sure, he would still support the effort of GLA, but he couldn't do it without making fireworks appear from his fingertips, while conjuring miniature unicorns to delight and entertain his pals. What started as a simple two goblins in a trench coat grift woke something up for the goblin Gary. From this day on, he would begin his quest to become a wizard. Now all he needed was a robe, a scarf, and a depressing orphan backstory. Oh yeah, good for you, Gary. After stopping in on Twisted Sister for a glass of his triple of choice, Echo proceeded to head down to the Pineheads, the local bowling club in the sprawl where his team was playing for league night. Regrettably, without the calming effect of his particularly potent Peace Blossom, he was an absolute wreck, and his team not only lost a match but were disqualified to the league when Echo bowling partner pulled out a blunderbuss during the game. What a bummer, dude. What a bummer, dude. Having lost so you think you can save the princess, Neil Warkiller fell into a barbarian depression and left the sprawl. After a week of sulkily trudging across the countryside, Neil discovered a quaint farmer market populated by elderly locals. Lending a hand here and there with various farmers selling their produce, the once fierce fighter found employment and ultimately peace with a flower vendor. Aww. On his way out the stadium, Articulous Flamehands got a static shock from the door handle. Then he got from touching a coin, and another big one when he bumped into an empty suit of armor. This phenomenon lasted an entire week, during which time he found it impossible to eat with the metal cutlery or drink from his favorite beer stein. He lost 3 pounds. Aww. After winning So You Think You Can Save the Princess, Perry Shotson threw down one of his patent smoke bombs to mask his fifth escape. Once outside, after recovering from minor smoke inhalation, the sly thief began to pickpocket, stalk, and eavesdrop on everyone in the sprawl for any dirt on whereabouts about the lost princess. And then it hit him. It was a brick thrown by someone angry at Perry for stealing their wallet. Seems that the thief had failed his hide-in shadow check, and there was a small mob forming around him. A trusty smoke bomb would get him out of his bind, he thought, and it would have if he hadn't used his last smoke bomb to exit the game studio. Aww. After retrieving the stolen property, the mob carried Perry to the tallest tower in the sprawl and threw him off. No one would ever be bothered by Perry Shotson again. Oh, that's a pity. No one can save the princess now.
Lil, rise and shine.
What, Dad? You rise, you shine. I'll take 5 more minutes.
It's time to get up.
Shouldn't you be down at the guard shed? And shouldn't I be heading down to cover for you?
Do you want the good news or the bad news?
The bad news.
We have to work the night shift tonight.
I'm going back to bed.
No, you're getting out of this house and taking some time to yourself today.
Why do we have to work the night shift?
Good news or bad news?
Bad news?
Apparently you didn't pick the right person's champion for the rescue mission, whatever that means. And they're punishing you for it. And I won't be able to cover for you, because I'm also working the night shift at the East Gate.
Okay, and what's the good news?
There isn't any. I guess it was just bad news this time.
Who's punishing you?
No one. I work the night shift a couple times a week to help us get by.
Oh, Dad, I didn't know that.
So, I guess you could say the economy is punishing me. That and inflation. If taxes keep going up, I might have to get a third job so we can keep affording things like your little doohickey here.
Wait, don't touch that!
Whoa. What just happened?
Do you want the good news or the bad news? Both are. I don't know. Do you feel okay?
I feel fine, sweetie. No need to look all blurry about it. Now you get out of here and enjoy your day off. But don't enjoy it too much. You have to work all night, remember?
Okay, I'm going. Just try not to operate any heavy machinery until I get back. I should probably check in with Dr. B and make sure my dad isn't radioactive.
And with that, I think I'm gonna end this session. Thank you for having me, and